In this video, we're going to talk about who the winners and the losers are of the pandemic, and especially how it is affecting the workforce and team members, and who is suffering the most under the pressure, who is buckling under the pressure, who is dropping out of the workforce, and what that means for the talent pool and your talent pipeline. My name is Beate Schlett. I'm a strategic advisor from startups to Fortune 100 companies, and we advise in three different categories. One is business strategy development to grow, build, and scale the business. The second is career and leadership development. So you have people who can actually lead the company. And the third one is workplace unification, especially important right now because we see so much unrest in companies and so many civil issues that need to be addressed. So I've been watching the data coming in as to what's happening in this prolonged pandemic and who is being most affected by it and who isn't. Who is most affected by it, without a doubt, are women. And women for many reasons, because a lot of service oriented businesses, like in the educational system, also in the service business, in the hospitality industry, a lot of employees in these industries are women, and they're particularly hard hit. The second part about it is that women are often not earning as much money as men do. So when a woman is married and they have children, the chances that the husband is making more money than she does is, by the pure fact that that's just often the way the numbers go. She may make less money than he does. And how that plays out then is if she now has to have a full-time job and the primary caregiving is on her, let's say for a parent or an elderly parent or an elderly household member, and the child education is also on her. Now, remember, kids in many places cannot go to school. So the pressure is so intense that she just cannot perform at the same level that she has been performing before. And a lot of organizations have not dropped or adjusted their output or productivity requirements for their employees, even though these are certainly not circumstances abnormal, and disruptions in regular life at home when your kids are running around is obviously a completely different way to work than if you were going to be at the office. Now you say, well, we can go back in the typical conversation about men and women that we so often have on this channel, but I don't want to go there. What I want to go there is I want to go and tell you that if over 60% of higher college graduates are women, that means that the highest talent pool, the highest intelligent talent pool is women out there. I mean, it's just a number, right? And so if out of that talent pool that has the highest numbers of graduates, more people are dropping off and falling off your talent pipeline, then you are not having access to the best talent. It's just as easy as that. Sure, everybody can do the job, but we're talking about innovation, we're talking about creativity, we're talking about driving your business forward, we're talking about massive changes that have been going on in the business right now. And it doesn't matter what size business you are, but if you haven't changed, pivoted, or shifted with something, you're doing something wrong, unless you, of course, in the health industry. And then even then you had to do some shifting and pivoting. So what it means to you is I really am urging you to pay a lot of attention to your teams and ask some of these questions very upfront and very clearly. It's like, you need to know what's going on, because unless you've created a safe space and a safe environment where they can actually express their fears, they're not going to tell you the truth because they're afraid that they're going to lose their job, and they need their jobs right now. But when this pandemic is over and now we can see the end in sight, people who feel that you do not have their back right now, or you do not use this time to build the relationship, will be the first ones to go to those companies that they feel have helped or supported their employees much more. So there are potentially disastrous consequences to your talent pipeline. And the companies that do best are companies that are really making their people front, center, and middle, the biggest issue and the most important issue they need to be dealing with. If you need help with workplace unification or figuring out how to put some of these programs into place, please contact us. My name is Beate Schlett. I'm the growth architect. Thank you so much for watching.